Number 5. Mercedes G580, the Electric G-Class. Mercedes just did something risky. They took one of the most iconic, loud, unapologetic SUVs ever made and made it electric. This is the Mercedes G580, the Electric G-Class. And the real question isn't how fast it is or how luxurious it feels. The real question is, did Mercedes just future-proof a legend or quietly ruin it? Because at first glance, it doesn't look like much has changed. The boxy shape is still here. The upright stance, flat body panels, exposed door hinges, and those massive wheel arches are all exactly where you expect them to be. If you didn't know this was electric, you might walk right past it thinking it's just another G-Wagon. But look closer, and the details start giving it away subtle EV-specific touches. AMG line styling, high-gloss black accents, unique badging, and those large 20-inch wheels that give it a more aggressive, almost futuristic presence. Step inside, and this is where Mercedes clearly didn't play it safe. The cabin still feels tough and mechanical, but now it's wrapped in full Mercedes luxury. Nappa leather, solid metal switches, ambient lighting everywhere, and two massive 12.3-inch digital screens dominating the dashboard. One handles the gauges, the other runs the MBUX infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's high-tech, but it still feels like a G-Class, not a soft luxury SUV. The front seats are seriously comfortable, with massage functions and adjustable bolsters that lock you in whether you're cruising the highway or crawling off-road. The rear seats are good for a luxury off-roader, although cargo space does take a small hit. And yes, that's because of the battery. Now here's where things get interesting. Mercedes didn't just electrify the G-Class, they completely rethought how it moves. Instead of 1 or 2 motors, this thing uses 4 electric motors, 1 at each wheel. I won't throw the numbers at you just yet, but what that setup allows is wild. We're talking precise torque control, virtual locking differentials, and even a tank turn feature that lets the G580 spin almost in place. This isn't some city-focused electric SUV pretending to be rugged. This thing is built to do real G-Wagon stuff. And when you finally put your foot down, the acceleration doesn't feel dramatic. It feels effortless. 0 to 60 happens in just over 4 seconds, which is insane when you remember how big and heavy this thing is. Power delivery is smooth, instant, and completely silent. No V8 drama, just relentless push. The battery is a massive 116 kilowatt-hour unit, giving the G580 an estimated range of around 239 miles. Not groundbreaking for an EV, but realistic for something shaped like a brick and built to climb rocks. Efficiency sits at 68 miles per gallon equivalent in the city, and 53 on the highway again. Not chasing records, just matching the G-Class personality. And not the number that really makes you pause, the price. The electric G-Class starts at about $162,650. That's not small money, even in G-Wagon territory. And that's where this car becomes controversial. Because you're not just paying for an electric SUV, you're paying for the idea that the G-Class can survive the electric era without losing its soul. So is it worth it? If you want the loudest, most emotional G-Wagon ever made, probably not. But if you want one of the most technically impressive off-road EVs on the planet, wrapped in an icon that refuses to change its identity, the G580 might actually be Mercedes's boldest move yet. Number 4. 2026 Range Rover Sport. The 2026 Range Rover Sport SV doesn't try to shout for attention, but the moment you see it, you know it's different. The design blends classic Range Rover elegance with a serious performance edge. The body looks wider and more planted, with sculpted surfaces that hint at what this SUV is capable of. Carbon fiber elements add a motorsport feel, while the slim LED headlights and bold front grille keep everything sharp and modern. Large wheels fill the arches perfectly, optional carbon ceramic brakes sit behind them, and subtle SV badging quietly signals that this is the most extreme version of the Sport. Step inside, and the cabin feels every bit as special as the exterior suggests. Luxury comes first, but there's a clear performance mindset here. High-quality leather, carbon fiber trim, and precise stitching give the interior a focused, upscale atmosphere. Ambient lighting and illuminated headrests elevate the experience, making it feel more like a high-end performance lounge than a traditional SUV. The front sport seats are heavily bolstered, yet surprisingly comfortable, and they even feature built-in speakers as part of a massive 29-speaker Meridian sound system. A large, seamlessly integrated touchscreen controls the infotainment system, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto keeping things simple and modern. In the back, passengers get the same premium materials and comfort, and despite all this performance hardware, cargo space remains practical enough for everyday use. Under the hood is where the Sport SV truly separates itself. Power comes from a twin turbocharged 4.4-liter V8, delivering an incredible 626 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive, allowing this luxury SUV to launch from 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds and push on to a top speed of up to 180 miles per hour. Advanced air suspension and adaptive dampers help balance aggressive on-road performance with the off-road capability Range Rover is known for. Fuel economy is rated at around 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway. Pricing for the 2026 Range Rover Sport SV ranges from approximately $153,850 to $171,350, placing it firmly in high-performance luxury territory for buyers who want extreme power without giving up refinement and everyday usability.